This is the way to cap off your college football weekend. It's the top 25 that actually makes sense. Welcome to the Voice of College Football. Appreciate you being here. Best discussion, debate, and analysis because of me? No, because of your participation. Appreciate you being here. Please like the video, even if you don't agree with me. If you enjoyed the debate, the discussion, hey, hit the like button. Subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football. Why do you do that? You help us grow and build the channel, number one, but it's to benefit yourself. Hit that bell for the notifications once you've subscribed. Then you know when we go live. We go live all the time, constantly. We got 15 team channels. Check those out as well. We probably have a channel for your favorite team. Let's get to the top 25 that actually makes sense for you folks that are stopping by for the first time to check this out. This is not a talent evaluation. This is not impacted by preseason rankings or my off-season observations and perceptions and anticipation, expectation of these teams. No, it's based on the resume. Number one, wins and losses. Number two, your schedule. Maybe a particular team lost to a lot of good teams, but they got blown out in those games. Well, they did play a tough schedule, but if they didn't perform well, because that's criteria number three, performance. A 50-0 win over a particular team weights more heavily than a different team defeating that same team 28-27. Performance, level of dominance. So number one, wins and losses. Number two is, of course, the schedule, who you played. That's the resume portion of it to a certain extent. And number three, performance. We honor head-to-head, but at a particular time in the season, you can't honor head-to-head. There's a round robin of wins and losses right now going on in the Pac-12, for example. We've outlined that from week to week. So you get to a certain point in the season, you can't always honor head-to-head because it's just impossible, logistically impossible. Keep in mind also that 7 of last week's top 25, that actually makes sense, lost. But those losses don't necessarily mean that that team's going to move down. You say, Mark, a team loses and they don't move down, they move up? That could happen, yes, because number one, this is not a silo ranking. We're not ranking one team. We're ranking, there's a dynamic of multiple teams we're dealing with here. We look at like 45 or 50 teams. Therefore, you can lose, but there could be teams ranked ahead of you that lost more egregious results to worse teams by more of a dominant factor, where there can be impressive losses. Yes, Missouri actually proved to be a better team by losing at Georgia in respectable fashion than anything that they did up until this point. So even though the wins and losses matter more than anything else, there can be impressive losses that are actually more impressive than other teams' wins. Also, keep in mind, we got 14 teams that have lost 2 games. We've got 22 teams have 3 losses. So that's 36 teams right there. So the top 25 is actually in a sense, well, it's a random number, first of all. So understand that there's nothing magical about the number 25. The rankings could be 12, they could be 13, they could be 37, they could be 133. They should be actually. And once we get the database lined up and we can pour this kind of time and effort into it, I'm going to rank every team every week. All the teams should be ranked. There's nothing magical about being number 25 versus number 26. Number 25 is ranked, 26 is not ranked. Those teams are like that. There's about 20, 25 teams that actually have a argument to be ranked in the top 25 of anyone's poll that knows what they're doing. All right, let's get to the rankings. At number 25, UCLA. 24 is Kansas State. 23 is Notre Dame. There's a bit of a theme there. 22, Arizona. Number 21 is USC. Top 20, Iowa, Kansas. Tennessee at 18. Mizzou at 17. LSU at 16. In the top 15, that actually makes sense. Utah, Oregon State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State, how about those Cowboys? Number 11 is Penn State. Louisville, number 10. Ole Miss, 9. Alabama, 8. Texas, 7. Honoring those wins head-to-head. Line them up. Number 6 is Oregon, top 5 in the nation, based on resume. Washington, Michigan, Georgia at 3, Florida State at 2, Ohio State's number 1 with the best resume in college football. Best team? I don't know. Maybe not. Who's the best team in college football? What do you think? Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, Ohio State? Probably one of those teams. But Ohio State's got the best resume right now. Therefore, they are number one in the rankings that actually make sense right here at the Voice of College Football. Leave for those comments and questions down below. Do better than that. Give me a call-in show. Do that. And we can talk college football throughout the week right here at the Voice of College Football. Check out the 15 team channels that we have. For example, right now, USC blowing up on the Alex Grinch firing news. Defensive coordinator Alex Grinch out. We had 2 call-in shows on Sunday with Tim, Tony, and Matt. We appreciate those guys delivering on Sunday with the Alex Grinch news. Check out the USC channel in particular, but vast array of college football shows and channels right here at the Voice of College Football. The Big Ten live shows coming up Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as well. College Football After Dark is at 10:15 Eastern on Sunday night. Plenty to dig in right here at the Voice of College Football. We will see you real soon.